continue our conversation with U.S. Senate candidate George Lucia. George, the farmers got caught in this trade war, this tariff war, yes. And then President Trump this week came along with $12 billion to help them to get through this until he says maybe September, maybe Labor Day. How can we help these farmers? You know, they're being asked to hang on, but a lot of them just can't hang on.
Well, that was probably the purpose of the, I think, I don't know how many billions of dollars they put in, $12 billion in there. And I think we look at the trade wars, I think, for example, the people that we're trading with need us more than we need them. And I think if we look at the other areas, for example, North Korea and Russia, we used to feed Russia out of the breadbasket of Nebraska, you know, and so we can take and divert, open new markets is one way to help. I don't know whether that's going to do it in time in the next 6 to 8 months, but if by chance we have better relations with North Korea, they're a big market, potential market for our food products, along with Russia would also be another one. I do believe that at some point in time we are going to get the trade situation straightened out with China and others. I think we can open new markets. We used to store a lot of stuff. I think these subsidies with $12 billion subsidy that they're looking at to take care of the shortfall for the farmers. We used to store a lot of the grain. We used to give a lot of the butter and cheese. In fact, at one point in time in my life, when like I mentioned that I've been through just about everything, I've been uninsured, and I've been going down to the food pantry and getting the surplus cheese and the flour and things of that nature that they used to have at the food pantry. We used to store a lot of this stuff. There's things that we have done in the past that we can do again and open new markets. I do believe that the trade situation, for example, with Canada will get straightened out. I had heard on the news today that one of the emissaries from the Euro group, the European market, was coming over and trying to talk to Trump about no tariffs either way, you know, and if that happens, well, then that European market will open up again. And so I think that was good. When you talk about free trade, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be where Harley-Davidson sells motorcycles overseas and they sell theirs here, and there's no tariffs either way. So,
George, I've got about a minute left. I want to throw 2 or 3 quick questions at you here. Biggest issue facing Wisconsin if you're in the United States Senate?
I would think that the biggest issue facing Wisconsin is the immigration problem. I think it affects Wisconsin as well as it affects the rest of the people in the nation. I find it hard to believe that places like the packing companies in Green Bay and other areas, and the roofing industries, construction in that area, the inexpensive labor is a problem and forces the trades down in value. I was a machinist. I programmed CNC machines, and I looked in the paper today. There was Journal Sentinels looking for machinists at $35 an hour, which is a fantastic rate. You know? So it's the trades and areas, and I think bringing in cheap labor is not a good thing for Wisconsin.
In the short time we have, briefly to the voters who are watching this morning, why shall they vote for George Lucia as opposed to the other candidates?
Well, I'm a true outsider, independent. I don't owe anybody anything as far as, well, favors, you know, and I think that I've got really good solutions to various problems, some of which we've expressed here today.
George Lucia, thank you so very much for being with us this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Much appreciated. George Lucia running for the United States Senate from the state of Wisconsin. And if you have a newsmaker in your town who you think we should have on this show, let us know about it. You can send us an email at tips@wearegreenbay.com, or you can message us on Facebook. And be sure to join us once again Sunday morning at 7:30. Until then, have a great day.